Hey everybody, I had a dream I'd like to share with you. Well, it's not really a dream, but it's a phrase that I heard God speak in a dream. I did have a dream, but I couldn't remember the dream. This was last night, and I heard this phrase that God spoke. And it wasn't exactly this. It was something like this. But I wrote it down. As soon as I got up, I wrote it down in my journal. It's this. They tried to bring forth the beast, but they failed. Isn't that crazy? So I was just like, wow, God, that's amazing. And then I heard him say Revelation chapter 13. Now, I had no idea what was in Revelation chapter 13. I heard him speak that. And then I turn to Revelation chapter 13, and here's what it says. Then I saw a beast coming up out of the sea, having 10 horns and 7 heads, and on his horns were 10 royal crowns, and on his heads were blasphemous names. That's Revelation chapter 13, verse 1. And that chapter is all about the beast, about this Antichrist, this false Christ that comes and to set up his kingdom on the earth. But then I kept reading. I kept reading in chapter 13, and I came upon this verse in chapter 13, verse 7. It says, "He was also permitted to wage war against the saints and to overcome them." And God spoke to me in that moment, and he said, this was their plan. He said they were trying to fulfill that prophecy in Revelation 13 because they know that they can't defeat the saints. But if they could bring the beast into the earth, if they could do this, then they could see that prophecy fulfilled and they could win. But God said, and then God spoke to me in a word. He said, "This is why they have been working to raise up the beast. They want to fulfill this prophecy because the church is the only obstacle in their way. The saints of the Most High are stopping their wicked plans. Only their beast can defeat the saints, but for a short time. But now they have failed. They have failed because they ran out of time. All of their efforts have been in vain, and all of their plans have been cut short. I have thwarted all of their schemes. Now you will see me move mightily on your behalf as I overturn what the enemy has turned upside down." Isn't that amazing? God's going to overturn what the enemy turned upside down. And then he spoke to me in this rhyme here. Sometime God starts rhyming like a rapper, and then I'll write it down. Here's what he said. He said, "Your presidential election will now come to light, and I will bless and prosper the ones who did right. But the ones who did evil will be plucked from the soil, and the nations who joined them will come to a boil. As the fallowed ground has become hallowed ground, I will restore America with a brand new sound. The sound of laughter and the sound of cheer. Celebrations are coming. Can't you hear? Celebrations are coming. Can't you hear?" God is so good. Oh man, when he spoke that to me this morning, I just fell down on my face and I just began to weep. And I was just in such a place of thankfulness. and just gratefulness and worship. Just so wonderful. Yes, Lord. I can hear the celebrations. I love what he said. And then celebrations are coming. Can't you hear? Man, that's awesome. Oh, man. So, I guess that was the word I have for you. The word the Lord spoke to me this morning. And so remember this. They tried to bring forth the beast, but they failed. They failed. God told me that this morning. There's something significant about today, March 31st. God said they failed to bring forth the beast. And celebrations are coming. Can't you hear? I can hear. It's coming. The celebrations are coming. So be blessed, be filled with hope, and know that God is on your side, and Jesus is going to bring about all these things that he said he would bring about. All the things that he said he would bring to light, he is going to bring into the light. And we will celebrate together. Okay. Well, thanks for listening, and I love you.